John F. Kennedy. The 35th President of the United States, his quotes resonate with timeless wisdom and inspirational messages that continue to inspire generations. His words encapsulate the spirit of hope, courage, and unity, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Let's begin. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. Tolerance implies no lack of commitment to one's own beliefs. Rather, it condemns the oppression or persecution of others. Let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democratic answer, but the right answer. We must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. A child miseducated is a child lost. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. We must use time as a tool, not as a couch. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. The human mind is our fundamental resource. A nation that is afraid to let its people judge the truth and falsehood in an open market is a nation that is afraid of its people. We must never forget that art is not a form of propaganda, it is a form of truth. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. If not us, who? If not now, when? The Chinese use 2 brush strokes to write the word crisis. One brush stroke stands for danger, the other for opportunity. In a crisis, be aware of the danger, but recognize the opportunity. The goal of education is the advancement of knowledge and the dissemination of truth. Let us never negotiate out of fear. But let us never fear to negotiate. We need men who can dream of things that never were. The world is very different now. For man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it. A man does what he must, in spite of personal consequences, in spite of obstacles and dangers and pressures. Victory has 1,000 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. We need leaders not in love with money but in love with justice. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. The path we have chosen for the present is full of hazards, as all paths are, but it is the one most consistent with our character and courage as a nation and our commitments around the world. The world is very different now. For man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. Once you say you're going to settle for second, that's what happens to you in life. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. We are tied to the ocean. And when we go back to the sea, whether it is to sail or to watch, we are going back from whence we came.